that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. What the heck? Well, I am an idiot. I forgot to put the... Hi, everybody. Welcome to Chaos.
Surprise!
Chaos.
Oh my God, what is taking so long on that? All right.
Oh, I forgot to check that. Oh, I guess I don't have to worry about it. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm not... With the destruction of my hard drive, that happened a couple weeks ago, a lot of my stream setup has got to be rebuilt. So, hi, everybody. I am Nebraska Dave, and welcome to the Adventurers of Greyhawk. Okay, it's called that only for about 1 or 2 episodes, and then it's changing. But
welcome to Mournhold, City of Light, City of Magic.
No, hush. This is a Pathfinder game, Pathfinder Dungeons and Dragons game, with a number of people that we have here. Again, we will have this will be all set up better in the coming weeks. We have at the moment we have 7 players. If we can start down we're missing 1 player at the moment, but if we want to start this down the thing, introduce yourselves by your screen. Use your screen name, I guess. Use your screen name, your character name, and what race your character is. Race and class, and just we'll start with Blue Moon. We'll start with you.
All right, so I'm James. I'm playing Mira, human bard.
Okay, Joe.
Everybody knows me, Joe Numbers. I'm playing a dwarf, and to be honest, I couldn't think of a name really fast. You have to give me a sec.
Okay. The dwarf with no name. Got it. All right. So, and then right about this point. Well, yeah, I do have the music. I do have the good, the bad, and the ugly still loaded. So, I do have that. Okay, Sume.
Oh, I'm Sume Wolf. Character name is Thozen, and I am a dwarven wear-touch shifter.
Yep. Ray?
I'm Ray. I am playing a elven slayer by the name of Argfontias Zotico.
Oh boy.
Now,
yeah, it's going to be a competition.
Yeah. Tobin, we'll go with you next because Timid can't really say anything yet at the moment.
I'm Joseph Tobin. My character's name is Alora. She's a human. You'll find out more later.
Yep. And last
next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yep. And Timid is typed in the channel, but I will say it is Timid Haunter, and she is playing Amity, the Tiefling Druid. I told you there was another caster that could heal. Anyways.
Woo, I don't have to heal everyone. I can tell everybody to go cry.
And we are and Fluffy McSerious will be joining us once he gets off of work. And he will be, I don't know what his character name is yet. I'm going to let him do that, but he is playing a goblin.
I got mine.
Okay.
K-Rom. K-A-R-O-M.
Okay. Alrighty. So thanks a lot, guys. Let me go. I'm going to flip this. I got to do some wacky things here. This, and then this, unfortunately, because it's not screen capturing correctly yet. So got to work on that. Mainly because I got to install Firefox on this. So anyways, this game was supposed to start 2 weeks ago. And the problem was my hard drive decided that at 41% to take a dump. So I had to recreate a lot of stuff. So apologies to that. Otherwise, we would have been going a lot quicker.
Well, it's not your fault that your hard drive decided it wanted to bring out the mystical blue smoke.
Yeah, and it did. Boy, did it. Okay. And I still haven't recovered.
I was there. I know what happened.
Yeah, and I couldn't bring back any.
Trust me, I've been through that with a video card.
Yeah. So I am going to hold on. Let me. I got a couple things here. I got to need to be. I don't want to. I want to stop you. Stop. And I need to bring it. Yeah. So. Okay. One more second here. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay. Say okay a lot. Sorry. Those that are watching the screen, are we okay? Make sure that. Okay. Oh, guess what? I don't have the screens correct. I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. Okay. The game is in the world known as Greyhawk. It's known as Greyhawk because of the most prominent free city in the land being named that. The actual world is called Oerth, Oerth, and the continent is called the Flaness, where you are located. For those that know Dungeons and Dragons, this is the original game world that Gary Gygax created with a number of people. The land where you had were of great magic, very deadly monsters, and a wildly chaotic political landscape, to say the least. The world is centered around the area of the continent that you're on is centered around Greyhawk, which is in the center of the map. Greyhawk lies on a great lake called the Nur-Div. It is rumored in its darkest places, in its deepest places, to not have a bottom. Not outside of the rival free city of Divers, however. Sorry. Yes, where the red has exploded is Greyhawk. A few things just to start people out that don't know anything about it, which is pretty much all the players except one. The lands of around Greyhawk. To the south is the Bright Desert. A mountain range called the Aber Alls is between it and Greyhawk. there are rumors of a evil army attempting to be built up in that area, led by one of the most famous magicians in all of the land, Rary the Traitor. The areas of Ernst, the duchy and county of Ernst, were part of a bigger kingdom called the Great Kingdom. They separated, as did the Kingdom of Nyrond, from the Great Kingdom in a Great War. They have acted fairly independently since. Radagast City is actually almost the same size as the city of Greyhawk, and is a major trading partner to Greyhawk. Also along the Nerdiv are two other lands. The Shield lands has been conquered by its northern partner, the Empire of Ayuz. Ayuz is a living, walking, evil demigod. He is the son of a demon lord and a demon lady, but has achieved demigod status. Obviously, the big evil in the center of the world.
Sounds like my kind of guy. Let's go visit him, guys.
Uriandi is basically your chivalry, your good guys, your major good guys. And of course, they are, with the border of Ayuz, they have been the primary country fighting Ayuz. Next to it is Voluna, which is a theocracy led by the Archbishop of a god called Rao, R-A-O. Very religious, but Rao is a good god, so therefore it's considered a good nation. Around the corner of that is Verbabonic, which is pretty much a city with domain around it, larger than the Greyhawk domain and larger than the Divers domain. It is, again, a major trading partner. The river that goes from the Nerdiv to Verbabonic is wide enough for man-o'-wars to go through, to give you how deep and wide that river is. Next on the list of knowledge is Divers, a personal favorite of mine, because that was, back in the Living Greyhawk days, that was my area. And I wrote up all the rules for the guilds for that. They are another free city, but they're Mos Eisley to Greyhawk. They are very, very money talks, more so than Greyhawk.
So they're the Ferengi.
Yeah, that's a good way to put that. Greyhawk going down directly south, there is the Wild Coast, which separates Greyhawk from the Pomarch, which is the last thing I will talk about. The Wild Coast is exactly that. That is Pirate Haven. It is where the pirates will have all sorts of hidden coves, all sorts of anything goes. There's no really any sort of organized government in that area except for the major towns. Last but not least is the Pomarch. This is where the orcs and the goblins have fought each other for years and years and decades, up until recently when a warlord by the name of Turish Mach has united the orc tribes into one and is now threatening trade through the waters as well as land battles with the nearby elves and dwarves. That gives you a little bit of an idea of the basics of the area that you're starting in. It's not, there are, as you can tell, all sorts of different other areas. And because of the way things are, there's a good chance that you can visit a lot of them this campaign. But, like I said, we start in Greyhawk. The Free City of Greyhawk. Walls separating the various areas of the city. The busy dock area has a unique flavor to it. This is due to a group called the Renee, which in our world would be the Gypsies. They're a river barge folks, so they go up and down the coasts in their barges, and they have an unsavory reputation as well. But it is also where a lot of trade comes through that area. We come to one of the many taverns in the scroll. Called the Low Seas Tavern. For a River District tavern, it's actually got some pretty decent food, and actually, they don't water down the drinks, which is a miracle. But the clientele can be a little unsavory. You're only allowed inside the tavern to carry a dagger. No martial weapons, crossbows, or anything like that. Its owner is named Halloran. They call him One Eye Halloran because obviously he has a patch over one of his eyes that he suffered when fighting orcs in the Pomarch. He also, quite like a pirate, has a wooden leg.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Timid says the players can't see the map.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see it.
I can see it.
It's not showing up for me.
Huh.
Heard.
Oh, not the map of the town.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I can't see the map of the town. I see the map of the big map, not the map of the town. I don't think Dave switched us to it yet.
I did.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
I just got back.
Okay. I haven't flipped you. Idiot.
Hi, Fluffy.
There we go.
There we are, my stupid. Hi, Fluffy.
Give me 1 second. I just walked in. I gotta get a drink, but I'm loading it up right now.
Okay, no problem. No problem, sir.
There we go.
I was just going over the background a little bit. I'll restart the player introduction when you get in.
Okay. You can do something else for now. I'm gonna be like 2 minutes. I'm just getting a drink.
Okay, don't go right ahead. Go right ahead. Not a problem. All right. All right. So, speaking of that, my drink. Okay, there it is. Me get a quickie sip here. So, anyways, the Free City of Greyhawk. Its name, I'll back up and do a little history on it. The town was created by at the time, he was named a wizard called Zagig. You can figure out where that name comes from. Good for you. He built a massive castle and proceeded to go insane. And the castle is very well known for being very deep dungeon. It is the classic dungeon. It's the original dungeon for Dungeons and Dragons. And it is the town built up mainly because of adventurers exploring the castle. Zagig, by the way, ascended to godhood, and he is now the god of madness. So, give you an idea of what could possibly be in that building. A complex.
Prizes, infinite prizes.
Insanity awaits you, ye who enter here.
Well, and it's actually known that somewhere in there is a portal to China. Not China on this world. Our China. So, something to consider that no one else knows what is in there.
As long as we don't end up in.
I'd
Alice in
love to go to
Wonderland.
China. Help South with that Three Kingdoms problem.
So, yeah, there's some things with that. Okay, let's go back here. Like I said, you're in the Low Seas Tavern in the Greyhawk River Quarter, which would be this area over this area. That's the river quarter right there. Again, the owner of this is a man named Halloran. He has one eye and a peg leg due to the fighting with orcs. However, it's also well known that he changes his story every time you ask him about what he did and what his role was in that war. So you're not too sure. There's also that suspicion, of course, of the other reason that you would have a eye patch and a peg leg. So
He'd be pirate art.
So in this tavern at the moment are a couple individuals. There is at separate tables at the moment. There is a female human cleric. Now you can describe yourself, Mr. John.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, 1 second. Great. My computer screen is not working with me. I need to bring up my short description for my character. Whatever. Anyways, sitting at the table is Alora. She's about 5'6", 5'7". She's dirty blonde and light green eyes. Nice. There are a lot of rumors around her. A lot of rumors dealing with the fact that she doesn't like orcs.
Time out. No, you don't know that yet. They haven't made checks. No. They have not made checks to determine that yet. So
I'm sorry.
No problem. I'm just. I just need a description at the moment. At the first.
She's 5'6", she's 5'6", 5'7", dirty blonde. She's got light blue religious robes on. She doesn't have the religious hat on, but she's decked out in religious garb. She's not drinking anything that would be considered alcoholic. It's basically water,
Mm-hmm.
or what passes for water in this hole of a tavern.
Yeah. Well, the nerd.
And she's trying to convince people to turn to the light of her chosen god. I forget which god you gave her.
Saint Cuthbert. Saint Cuthbert of the Cudgel.
Yeah, him. Yeah, the chaotic neutral god. Yeah.
No.
Because if he saved her, he can save everyone.
All right.
So that's what she's doing.
Also at the tavern would be a. Are you a dwarf, Sume? Yes, you are a dwarf. Okay. Go ahead and describe yourself. You're at a different table. You're in there.
I'm an older gentleman with black hair, a long black beard.
All right.
And I look a little bit on the wild side, too.
All right. Hair must stop, that kind of thing. Another dwarf at another table. Joe, go ahead.
About 4'6". I'd say probably about 30, 35 years of age. They can't exactly know exactly what it is. They're just looking at me from afar. And I got myself a really nice beard and mustache going on, looking nice. And one thing is, it's kind of weird. I have like a blonde mustache and beard, but I have like jet black hair. It's kind of weird.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool.
But yeah, people don't really know me that well, but I'm just kind of there.
Okay.
Hello.
And the last of the initial people that are in the bar, it is a elf who is well, you know that he's got a longbow and a longsword sitting waiting for him when he leaves. Go ahead, Ray.
Well, it's hard to tell he's an elf since he's dressed all in green and brown robes and a hood with a partial mask on his face. It looks like he's got a walking stick and 2 daggers.
All right.
And drinking a white.
All right. Coming around from the back of the bar, actually, from where the employees have been going in and out, is I get the right. Yep, there we are. A human female. You wanted to describe yourself, James?
Yeah, sure can. So, Mira is very short. She's 5 foot nothing. Very petite. She's got very bright blonde hair, violet eyes, and she's wearing sort of a. How can I describe it? You ever seen Robin Hood and Men in Tights?
Yes.
Think that, but on a girl.
Okay.
And it's dark blue
Oh God.
and black.
Oh man.
All right, Mira. Just so James, so you know, you are actually you performed earlier for the lunch crowd, which is now has filtered out and has left this bunch. And so you've gained 5 gold pieces from the lunch crowd. Not a lot of money by any stretch, but at least it's something. And you are now returning I don't know if your character was would be planning on performing again, or just relaxing, or something along those lines.
I think she'd perform again.
Okay. All right. So you get up, and there's a small stage area in this tavern, and where you go, and I don't remember what your perform skills were or anything like that. So go ahead and make a roll. Our first roll on your perform skill.
Woohoo! Can't see it because my computer screen's screwing up.
I think I did that right.
Yeah, you sure did.
Wow. He's
Too
saying
bad I
well.
can't see it.
Or she.
What do you roll? What do you roll? 'Cause
24.
I can't see it. 24. Hey.
So you get up there, you know, of course, there's no things like microphones, obviously, because it's fancy. And you're not casting a spell that can do that. So you get up there and start to sing, and all of you, basically, even though you're kind of in your own thoughts and things like that, you all kind of focus towards her because the song just resonates in your mind. How good she is as a singer.
And it's going to be an elven song about love lost.
Okay. As you're finishing up the song, the door to the tavern suddenly swings open, in a rapid fashion, slamming up against the frame. And in runs what looks a little bit like a demon. However, this demon is wearing leather armor, and as the door flies open, you first see this demonic looking female rushing in, but in front of her, you see a small weasel race ahead of her. Timid, since we got to type yours in, so you may describe yourself. And as you run through in, you slam the door behind you and hold it for a second. Okay. Amity is 5'5", red blonde, dreadlocks, pinkish skin, yellow eyes. Most notable are the two horns on the side of the head. Are they the ones that curl? Because I mean that's kind of okay. So they're kind of ram's hornish look on her head, and her skin is pink. It's not flesh colored. It's actual pink. The weasel turns around and is kind of moving its head side to side, like trying to look around Amity, as the door is shut. Yep. when you get inside, Tim, I want you to make a perception check as you're running inside too. Because everybody else in here has been here since lunch. You are just coming in, so I need to. So. Under your skill list, Tim. Perception should be about 3/4 of the way down.
Breaking my balls here. Breaking my balls here, HDMI cable. Breaking my balls.
I would decide to choke on you right now.
Don't do this to me, HDMI cable.
There we go. Okay. As you run in, a little ways away from the tavern, there's kind of a speaker area, like where a town crier would normally be at, or somebody standing up talking or advertising something, and there's a crowd that's gathering around that area. But you're not concerned about that because of what you are trying to avoid certain individuals, which we already had discussed earlier. So. Okay, so you turn around, Timmy, and you are in you see this motley bunch in the tavern. There's only one bar wench working at the moment, because like I said, everybody else is cleaning up and washing dishes and all that kind of stuff in the back. Halloran, the main guy that is normally the proprietor here, he's in the back as well, helping out with the cleanup of everything. So. So you guys see this person run in, close the door, hold it for a second, along with the weasel, standing up on its back legs, looking around, and what do you guys do?
Give me a second. I had to completely reset my HDMI cable.
Okay.
Well, because it was not allowing my screen to show anything.
Vex is, yeah, okay, I forgot about the fact that he's not just a weasel, he's a giant weasel. So Vex
Giant weasel or best weasel?
Yes, definitely best weasel. And with his tail, he's probably a good 4 foot long. He's a pretty hefty sized weasel. I forgot. I was thinking small, and he's not. He's much larger. So when he stands up on his hind legs, he's about as high as a halfling. With the big, huge tail that weasels have. What do you guys inside? What do you guys...
So I'm going to assume I'm sort of up on a stage, yeah?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so...
You're just finishing your song.
Right, okay. So when I finish that, seeing that this isn't really an unusual occurrence in this sort of thing, is that right? In assuming people sort of charging in and hiding?
Well, yes, that actually, it's a fairly common thing, that, you have people running through the streets, avoiding authorities, avoiding whatever, because there is a lot of pickpockets and a lot of urchins and things like that in this area.
Yeah.
The bigger thing is that whatever she is race wise, which of course we know as a team, but as players, um, they are still extremely uncommon for this area.
Yeah. So bearing that in mind, can I do a sense motive to see if she's a criminal? Would that be possible?
You can run a sense motive. Yeah, you can run a sense motive. Timid, are you going to try? Are you trying to hide what you are doing? That is the big question. I mean, the reason for what you are rushing in here for. That's a good goal. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She is obviously somebody is chasing after her, and she has jumped in here. She's not trying to hide it. Is what I wanted to know if you were trying to hide it, because then that's a bluff. It's a opposed check with a bluff. But in this case, you're not trying to bluff. You're not trying to hide what you're doing. So, yeah, you are somebody. It was pretty much obvious somebody was chasing you when you came.
Okay, so
yeah,
in that regard, I'm going to like make my way over as quickly as possible
okay.
and try and move her into sort of the crowd or like.
Well, there's not much of a crowd, so you're seeing the crowd.
That's a good. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm going to try and get through the crowd in front of me, and
it's
like,
easy enough. It's easy enough.
In.
Yeah, you okay? All right, so you come. Okay, Tim, and so a female who was up on the stage, you saw initially up on the stage before you turned around, is weaving their way to the table and motioning you basically to get inside further.
I'm going to stand up, take off my hooded cloak, and walk towards her.
Okay. All right, and now you're seeing an elf get up from the bar. I'm going to assume you were up at the bar, right? And,
yeah.
And stand up and walking over. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I will bow and hand her my cloak, the hooded cloak.
All right. Okay. Hold on that, Mr. Tobin. What are you doing?
Alora's going to do nothing. She's going to mumble something to herself and shake her head and head.
Okay.
Head.
All right, Joe. What are you doing?
I'm kind of just sitting back and watching everything happen.
All right.
While I'm just taking sips.
Doing the following your avatar's picture. What are you doing, computer? Stop that. Okay. All right. So, Timid, it basically at this moment it's your action. And Sume, what are you doing? Also, I forgot about Sume. I forgot to sir. My apologies. The only person who is not here is Fluffy's character yet. So
getting drunk.
Gotcha. You're just going ahead and drinking her down. All right.
He's probably already drunk.
He's a dwarf. That's going to take a bit.
Yes.
He's been here a while.
Yeah.
I'm on my fifth cup.
There you go. Okay. Fluffy, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Okay. You never said you were back, so that's why I asked.
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Ray is an elf. Elf male. You are approaching this tavern. You're a little cautious. because of your race, even though you do see there are other goblins in this area, you can tell that that everybody's kind of wary about you. As you're walking up to this tavern, that you see the crowd even getting bigger and a little bit more boisterous, where they're gathered around something at that speaker station, but at the moment it isn't really drawing your attention. What draws your attention is you see 3 individuals ahead of you that are running. They are wearing white robes. They have around their necks. You're seeing some sort of necklace or something, some sort of emblem on their necklace, and they run by the tavern, not stopping at the tavern. They run by the tavern, and then they run past where you're walking. One of them kind of gives you a glance like, what is that doing here? Kind of look. And then they run on past. I want you to make a perception check. I don't know if you have your stats in the system yet or not.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. So do you have perception as a skill?
Let me look. I'm trying to recall.
Okay.
As a skill, I don't believe so.
Okay. Then what is your wisdom?
My wisdom?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think we even talked about that.
Oh, we haven't done stats yet on that? Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, your character will be intelligence based, so I'll give you a +1. Do a slash roll space 1d20 +1.
And that's +1, the same line, no space?
Yeah, same line, no space. Yep, just like that. Okay.
Ugh.
All right. So we need to do a little stat work with your character stuff. That's all right. We'll get there. When you see the 3 people run past, you don't get a clear look at what the symbol is around their neck. So that's what I was asking about, more about than anything else. So you walk up to the tavern and start to open the door. Now, back to the other group. Okay.
Quick question.
Yes.
So I'm assuming because I work here, do I have a room that I stay in?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Can I? I'm going to say to.
Yeah, just go ahead and just roleplay it
Tim's
out.
character.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can hide you upstairs or wherever my room is.
Okay. She's taken the robe, and then you tell her just dead that you're hearing the door knob starting to open.
I'm gonna just grab it by the hand and try and pull it upstairs.
Okay, I want to see what Tim's reaction to all this is.
If I die here, good game.
Dang.
No, human female. That's the human female that's attempting to take your hand and told you about the upstairs. Right. Okay. So she's kind of ignoring you. Yeah. Okay. So she's kind of ignoring you at the moment, and has put on the cloak and has moved over to the bar. Actually.
We'll go back to. I'll walk back to the bar, escorting her to the bar.
Okay.
And I'll go up to the bartender. Waiter, one more white wine, please.
Well, it would be the barmaid. The bartender's actually not out here, but the barmaid goes and starts to pour the wine. And the door opens, and this. Describe yourself, Fluffy.
Let me see. Okay. I'm a 2'9", slightly shorter than average, just slightly shorter than average. Goblin with greenish blue eyes, greenish blue skin, long ears, yellow eyes, and wearing a worn and stained dog fur hat and tunic.
That's a good description.
Yeah.
All right. So you walk in. Let me describe what you have here, because you weren't here anyway to hear some of that. Anyways, I don't think there is a human female in blue robes with the holy symbol of a club around her neck.
Let's see. Knowledge, religion. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I have no clue.
There are two dwarves. One is got a long beard, long dark beard. He looks kind of disheveled. Would be probably the best way to describe the word. And he's power drinking mug of something. The other dwarf has. Let me just see if I can remember the description. Has dark hair, but a blonde mustache and beard.
Yep.
Okay. Who's sitting back in his chair and just kind of watching things at the moment. There is a human female wearing basically the Men in Tights outfit, except blue, if I remember that correctly.
Yep.
Then there is hurriedly putting on a robe, a cloak, is a
hooded cloak. Yeah.
Hooded cloak.
Mottled green, brown.
Yep. Is a pinkish, pink-toned woman.
That was mine.
Yep. That she's putting the
My
hood up.
HDMI is going crazy. That's all I need.
Yeah. Who's putting the hood is going over a set of like ram horns, basically. And she's next to a elf in brown and greens, who you could have possibly assumed that's his cloak. But the main thing that you see after seeing all of these people is that there's a 4-foot weasel sitting in front of you, looking at you, going like, "What?" And looking at you with its head cocked right in front of you. So, and as the door is shutting closed, now you're hearing you, Fluffy, and since you're right next to the door, and actually the weasel as well, can hear shouting now from about that direction where those people were gathered. Yeah, the weasel's like, "What is this green thing that walked in the door?" So,
And my eyebrows raised a little bit.
well, I'm pretty sure you've walked into a place that's got an elf and 2 dwarves, and they're not usually too friendly to goblins. So,
Yeah. Just so you know, Dave, I might not be able to do any rolls tonight with how my HDMI is screwing up my computer screen.
okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, if we have to, we can do it for you. I can do it for you.
All right. Yeah, that would probably be best.
All right, we can do that.
Because it is. I don't know what's going on with my HDMI tonight. It is going crazy.
All right.
And mine must be loose again because I knocked it off earlier.
Yeah.
So, just very quickly,
Yes.
seeing as I'm being ignored, I'm just gonna walk over to the bar, order like a light ale,
Okay.
drink it.
All right. Go ahead and do that. The noise from outside, like I said, the door you could hear it while the door was open, but then when the door finally shuts, you don't hear it as loudly. Halloran comes out from the back. Of course, he's a little slower because of his peg leg. Ah! What a motley crew I see here. Ah, that's all right. We get all pipes in here. And you see him pause for a second, and you kind of strain his eyes and kind of narrow his eyes a little bit. Well, what the devil's going on out there? So he kind of waddles his way over, opens up the door, peeks outside of it. Now you really can hear the shouts going on. You hear Halloran just he just kind of looks at it for a second, he sighs, he closes the door, comes wandering back in. Oh, stupid clerics of Voltus. They're making themselves a mess again. Timid, you know from the fact that who you were running from were clerics of Voltus, by the way. So he just kind of wanders, Halloran just kind of wanders his way over and starts getting back into the bartending. And he looks up, sees you, Timid, trying to hide underneath the thing. It's like,
Dave,
yes.
how are you doing, sir?
We are in a game, my friend. How you doing, Drake?
Roll Tide. Hadn't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, well, we're in the middle of doing a tabletop game in a stream here, so
Sorry.
that's
Sorry,
all right.
Bob.
No problem. It's become bad time. Hey, are you gonna be around tomorrow?
I might be in Neverwinter for a while. I got a level 45 paladin, but I don't really know how to play it.
Yeah.
I played it about a year and a half ago, and
Yeah. No.
it's been a long time.
Well, I'll try to catch you in there, and I'll try to catch you online. We could talk. We could talk a lot then.
Yeah, I just want to, during the day, my times, if we could get in there and I could, we need to build up the stronghold because it's got nothing.
I know it does. I know. I just helped Rage form it the other day.
Yeah.
So, yep, we got stuff to do. So.
Well, I'm in the guild now. I went out there and checked around, and I can't. I'm not strong enough to fight all the stuff I need to fight by myself. It's just.
I have a ton of characters, so I'll go adventure with you.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll talk to you later.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right, thanks, Drake.
All right, bye.
Bye now. I was wondering if that was going to happen, but that's all right. Drake was our guild master for Marvel Heroes.
Not gonna lie, that was the accent I was expecting from all of you.
Yeah, he's definitely Mr. Alabama. So, all right. Okay. It starts to get loud enough that you're actually hearing it through the walls out there. The situation. It's you're also hearing everybody make a perception check at this point.
How do I roll that?
Woohoo!
Just like how you did before.
I'm still staring at the goblin.
Is it just one d20? That's it.
Yeah, you can click on perception on your character sheet, and it will roll it automatically.
Oh, didn't know that. What's that?
So I got. Somebody's too drunk to notice.
I'm clicking perception. It's not doing anything.
Yeah, where's perception on the sheet? I don't know.
It's under your skills.
Under skills, yeah, it should be towards. It goes in alphabetical order, so.
Yeah, I'm clicking perception. It's not doing anything under skills.
How about the number next to it? The larger number.
I must be on the wrong sheet. I don't see any number next to it.
Hold on. Look at your character real quick. Okay, under perception, click on the 6.
Oh, there we go. I see. All right.
There we go. I see it.
Yeah, I got it. There we go.
Okay.
I was on the wrong sheet. I was under configuration.
Yeah. Configuration is only for a little bit of the sheet. The rest of it is on the main page. Okay. All right. Yeah, Timmy did the same thing. Yeah, it's very to do that. Unfortunately, the way the rules are, they had to have that configuration sheet. But that's actually it's a lot easier than the one we had before. Okay. Sume can tell you that because he looked at it. All right. Timid and I should say Amity and Elora. You are actually being able to discern the voices out there. One of them is an obvious human saying, "Begone, foul worshippers of evil! You shall not sully our town with your evil ways." Blah blah blah. Timid, you've heard this voice before because it was one of your pursuers from earlier. The response back is kind of like a broken English response, and of the two of you, there's a little bit of hint of orc in the language, and I know that's going to trigger somebody. That is a little bit, and he's like, "Got permit! Got permit! We got permit! We stopped here!" You no run us off! We got permit!
I can imagine a Chinese man. Oh no, we got permit.
Oh no, we got the permit. You're on the phone now. You've been here for hours. No, I'm.
Yes.
We love you a long time.
Great routine. Anyways. So, are you guys doing anything?
I'm kind of looking, going, this is a strange place.
Mr. Tobin. Delora. You've heard these kind of words before from your rival temple, the rival god to your god, and you can kind of guess that it might be those guys, and they're yelling at somebody that's speaking in orc, so, or at least partially in orc.
How close is orc to goblin?
They're separate languages, but
I knew that.
they're somewhat similar. Unfortunately, the person that could get a real good guess about what's going on didn't roll high enough to hear it at the moment. So, okay. All right. Everybody's staying put basically at the moment.
Yeah, well,
For the
considering-
moment, I'm just kind of watching the show, trying to figure out the, strangeness going on in this urban landscape.
Yes.
Considering that this sort of thing is sort of normal and it happens all the time, I'm not too concerned by the shouting.
All right.
And I myself, walking along the edges of the crowd, picking up pieces of change or metallic objects I'm finding on the ground by their feet.
Well, no. You are you going back outside? I mean, they're not in here; they're outside.
Oh no, sorry, I read that wrong.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I wanted to correct you. Well, you are at the entranceway. There's a giant weasel that's just kind of looking at you, going like, "Is this food? Is this? Is this a friendly? What in the world is this?"
I guess I'm hobbling up towards the weasel, looking at it carefully, with my little hand by my club at my waist, just to make sure nothing bad happens.
Well, the weasel's just kind of sitting there looking at you. It's not being aggressive at all. It's just.
And I want to lick it.
Okay. Let's roll a diplomacy check against the weasel.
Okay. I didn't know weasels could be diplomatic.
Okay. We're going to need some stats for you here pretty quick, I think.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where did timid? Oh, yeah. Oh, the weasel kind of like looks at you and just kind of tentatively kind of licks you back and go, "Okay, this is weird."
As I start sniffing the weasel and start stroking it.
Okay. Oh, it likes that. It likes.
Is its leg going?
It's gonna get weird quick.
Yeah.
I start picking through its fur.
Okay. All right.
That's where I'm gonna stop.
I've seen rangers do the same thing.
All right. Damn it. Okay, well, as they're kind of making friends or something or other, you hear the loud cleric gets even louder. Basically yells, "Enough of this! Get them!" And you hear a massive commotion now, definitely out there. People shouting, people yelling, and stuff like that. About this time, give it a couple seconds, and the door slams open again. This time, 3 halflings run into the building, and slam the door behind them. And this time, they're holding the door. They're not letting go of the door. They slam the door, hold the door.
Lost you, Dave.
What, Bill?
Lost you. sound cutting out for some reason.
Oh.
No, he was fine for me.
Oh.
You were fine.
Okay. Okay. Well, that, but connections are connections, unfortunately. I'll try to do something here.
Phone.
I'm trying.
So, I would like to walk over to the halflings.
Okay.
And I'm going to shout through to the people on the other side of the door
Hold on, I'm trying to.
that there's a train.
And come over quite the way I expected.
Not quite the soundtrack you were looking for.
Not quite the sound. Supposed to be open, empty, seedy bar, and what do I get? I get a bloody train. What the heck?
Choo choo.
Like sound effects. So. Really? Okay, well, not what I expected.
At least it's
Not what I expected.
at least it's not brothel noises.
Welcome to the random playlist. We don't know what's going to sound next. Stay tuned.
Here we go. We got the bar fight. What the heck? All right. Anyways, I'm gonna figure.
I'm sorry. I started that fight.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh yeah, this could be gives you a lot of different things. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to walk over to the halflings, like stop a couple of feet in front of them, and shout to the people on the other side of the door that I'm assuming are there because they've just slammed it. You don't want to come in because there are 20 armed guards. Bugger off.
All right. I want you to roll an intimidation check. Okay. All right. As you're doing that, okay, you shout that no one attempts to get through the door at this point in time, and one of the halflings looks up at you and says, "Thank you." It's the same voice as what was outside. You didn't hear that, but the other two people that did hear it, it is the same voice as the person that was talking outside that had that kind of the orc look sound to it. But these are halflings.
Yeah, I'm gonna smile at them and say, "You might as well come in. Go sit down."
Okay. Thank you. And
then I'm gonna walk away.
I want to, Fluffy. I want you to make a will save.
Okay, what's that?
A will save, because you're a little bit more familiar to this than they are. It should be on your main page. It should say willpower or will. It should be up in the top, near the top left corner.
Yep.
All right. As these three walk by you while you're picking through the fur of the weasel, something seems off with these three. They're not walking like halflings. They're walking more like goblin, like you. wood. It's not quite right. Something's not quite right with it. Now the weasel, on the other hand, because of Mr. Smell, that it's sniffing at him, and it's like you could tell the weasel is like, "That's something ain't right here either." So the three little guys come on up, and they're just kind of they're looking around at you guys, and they stop and they see, of course, the elf and the two dwarfs, and they're like, "We no harm. We no harm. We need it. We here for help. We no harm." Now you definitely realize they're not halflings. They ain't speaking any word like a halfling. We here for help. What do you guys?
I'm gonna go up and see what the problem is. Just go up to them and say, "What do you need help with?"
We from Pomarch, and he enslaved our people. But we come here to ask for help.
Who enslaves your people?
At this point in time, the disguise self spell goes off of them. They kind of look like goblins, but they're a little bit, they're blue, absolutely pure blue. And look.
So they're Smurfs.
Yeah, basically. Ugly looking things, but there are Smurfs, yes.
I want to motion the ferret, or the weasel, rather,
yeah,
to follow me and head towards the two blue goblin-looking things and to sniff them to see if I can recognize the smell.
Oh,
so
okay, go ahead.
Can I do a sense motive or on their need for help?
Yes, definitely could. Everybody can get a sense motive at this point.
Okay.
Woohoo! Wow.
Where's my sense? I just saw it.
Was it everybody sense motive?
Yeah, everybody sense motive.
Where's the sense?
Sense motive is over in the skills.
Ouch.
In the what?
Skills.
Skills?
Yeah, it's bottom of the skills.
Almost near the bottom. Yeah.
There it is.
There we go. Fluffy, you and Ray realize these guys are telling the truth.
They aren't?
They are.
They are.
Okay.
They are definitely telling the truth. Everybody else thinks they might be telling the truth. You could definitely say these guys are. They're called Zvarts, and they are a variant of Goblin. They are the smallest of all the Goblin races. They are the weakest of all the Goblin races, and yeah, you know the Orcs would definitely be.
Do I have good relations with those type of goblins?
They are not. They don't worship the same god as you, but they're not. They're not. They're not hostile to your kind at all. Literally, these guys are the Snotlings of the. If you've ever played Warhammer, these are the Snotlings. This is definitely the Snotling bunch right here.
Now, can I speak in Goblin towards them?
Yes, you can.
And should I message you what I say so people?
You could just say
Some
it.
of us do speak.
Yeah, Ray actually speaks Goblin as well, so
okay.
You can go ahead and say it. It's just everybody don't play off of it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know exactly what they are, but I asked them what tribe they're from and why they look sick.
That's how you spell it. If you see that, you can see
Thank you.
how it's spelled.
Mhm.
Well, we get my voice back. the well, when Orc Unite tribes, we became kind of useless, and we did forced labor. Our tribe sent us to big city, to recruit, of course, for our god, but also to encourage big people fight back against enemies.
I'll speak to them in Goblin, so I don't have to sing.
Okay. First thing off the bat, anybody with knowledge religion, they are wearing holy symbols. So if you would like to roll your knowledge religions, you could try to roll without the knowledge, but it's at a penalty.
I don't have a chance with that roll.
Yeah, even with the penalty.
I have.
With bardic knowledge, I had a +1 to that, don't I?
Yes, because of your bard. You have that lovely ability.
Dave, you're gonna have to roll the knowledge religion for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know you actually have the skill, so I gotta.
Yeah, my monitor's still fucking up, so I can't roll.
Got it
right now.
I'll do it. That roll. Oh, come on. All right. Well, it's not going to let me do that, so I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Not good. Okay.
What's your religion?
Yeah. Mira and I'm not going to try to pronounce your name. Bray.
Just call me Arg.
Okay.
R.
Okay. R. They are wearing the symbol of the god Raxivort, the god of rats.
Please don't tell me we're fighting Skaven.
No, actually, Skaven aren't actually in the game, but these are kind of the equivalent, even though they're more like Snotlings. So, they worship Raxivort. Raxivort is the god of rats.
Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll ask him in Goblin who's enslaving them.
Orcs. Orcs.
And you're looking to hire people to help you?
No, we came to be helpful and prove ourselves. We need help. We need more than just adventurers. We need army.
Well, I can't help you with armies.
but whatever we want help. Show we are well, can't say good, but helpful. We willing to. Man, I sounded horrible right then. But we're willing to clear out warehouses of rats.
Well, again, I can't help you there. I'm not a diplomat. I'm an adventurer.
I want to. Well, let me see. You said they were enslaved by the orcs?
Yes.
I want to ask him about how. I want to ask him how they managed to get enslaved by them. First of all.
Orcs very our tribe unite. We get enslaved or get ready to invade places. Orcs already fight dwarves.
I would like to say to them I'll help in any way I can.
Okay.
I want to ask as well if they're going to be eating the rats or what they're going to be doing with them.
Oh no, rats friends. We leave rats out of town. We walk. We go tell rat go you go away, and rat go away.
I'll tell them that I can help them.
Okay.
All right. I think I fixed the problem
All
for
right.
now.
Cool.
So I will hopefully be able to make rolls.
All right.
I just can't be on roll D20 screen or my monitor goes crazy.
Gotcha.
So I'm watching the game from your Twitch channel right now.
Okay, that works.
While it's muted, so.
Yep. All right. This is the day of religions. All right. We get one more. We get our last person, and we go warehouses and clean out rat. Right? That okay?
Mm-hmm.
Dog says yes.
Okay.
I'll tell them that I'm a rat expert and show them the little vials I have around my waist and whatnot, and say it's poison.
Well, no need poison. No need poison. We took rats out. No poison. But we okay. Just we like rats. And they look at you for a second and they go. And he says, you from Carmarge?
And they say that to me?
Yeah.
I forget where I was from, actually.
The answer to that technically is yes, but
okay. Yeah,
you know how orcs be. Orcs hate little people. And that is, by the way, true. The orcs and the goblins do not get along.
Oh yeah, I know that. I tell them that the orcs aren't here, so there's no need to be scared of them.
Yeah, we just scare the dudes in white robe. They hate us. They hate everything. I thought one of them looks over and sees Timid underneath the cloak and stuff like that, and then it dawns on him. Oh, I saw a giant weasel be chased by the same guys. They're annoying.
While this is going on, I'd like to go get some drinks and give them to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they'll climb up on chairs and sit down at a table, and they, it's kind of one of those type of things where their eyes are just like right at the edge, even when they're on the chairs. but they're willing to sit down there and talk with you. At this point in time, an individual does walk in through the door. He is dressed in chain mail armor. He's carrying a He has a sword at his side, and he is wearing a tabard with a symbol on it. Work yet? No, it just wants to move molasses. I forget what the symbols are, but anyways, it's the symbol of this town watch of Graham. And he goes in here. He steps in the room and looks around. He sees the three little guys, and he goes. He pauses for a second, and he says, "You had the permit, right? To speak? Yeah, we had permit to speak there. They disrupt us." I said, all right. That's what the crowd told us. We just want to make sure. We'll try to set up another location for you if you want. We want take rats out of warehouse. Is that okay? Like he thinks about it. I don't see any problem with that. That's part of the permit as well. If I remember, that's one of the reasons we allowed you that permit. So yes, you may go ahead and do that. And we gave you the location. And they kind of all three of them are nodding at the same time. And then he says, "All right, good day, everybody." And he just kind of turns around and walks back out the door. And the little guys would all turn back and say, "Yeah, told you we had permit."
So the permit is they get rid of the rats and they're allowed to speak. Sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, basically that's the deal. Yeah, that was pretty much the deal there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, the town gets rid of the rat problem, and the little goblins get to speak wherever they want.
Yep. The problem becomes when you have the ultra zealous religious type.
Yeah.
That get in the way of that.
Is that why they needed to cloak though?
No, they actually used a spell to get away from the clerics.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah. The disguise.
Okay.
It was a disguise. What they call the disguise self. It's an illusion, basically. They made an illusion around them that they were halflings, but the person who's actually familiar with them looked through it, and the animal that smells them looked at him and said, "They ain't no halfling." So.
Yeah, sorry. While all this is going on, I'm still sitting there at my table kind of watching all this happening, and I'm trying to piece everything together.
Yep. Nope, you're getting it. You're getting it.
Yep.
All right. So.
Allura will return back to talking to people about, the god she represents.
Oh, you want to talk religion? We talk religion.
Allura looks at them, gives them a nasty look, says nothing to them, and goes to sit down.
Oh, you part of religion that don't like those guys that accosted us, right? You got you club man. You worship club man. They worship light guy.
She stares at them, trying to understand what they're saying, and she goes, "I guess."
Doesn't your character know Goblin speak?
No, his character knows Orc.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, my character knows Orc for a good reason. She knows. She doesn't understand Goblin, but she understands Orc.
Yeah.
Can I translate it for him since I see he's so confused?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's just like, yes? I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't know. It's whether or not you want to explain it or not. Coven. Once you get it explained to you what they're talking about. They're talking about your holy symbol being the club with the cudgel, shillelagh. It's actually is very much a shillelagh. Considering the god looks like a guy with a kilt. It's a shillelagh, okay?
Shillelagh is Irish.
Yeah, but kilts, there's still kilts in
Yeah, there are kilts.
in Ireland. Actually, I am Scottish, but personally, but yeah, when they drew up the guy they drew when they actually originally drew the god, he looks like one of the Beefeater types, but in green, and it's just stereotype all over
again. Yeah. Very quickly.
Yes.
Anyone performing? If not,
no.
I'd like to perform.
No, go right ahead. You are the only person here for performing at the moment. And
not as good.
No, not as good. Everything's kind of got you a little bit discombobulated, and you're just kind of you sing, but it's not. It wasn't as spectacular as your last one, obviously.
It's pretty much me trying to sing on Rock Band.
Oh no, no, that would be a failure. That would be a crit failure.
I think if I crit,
don't make me start singing right now, man.
I think if I critically fail a singing test, I should lose my voice.
Yeah, potentially. We'll see what happens. Depends on the time. All right. So as you're up there and singing and stuff like that, and their god, like I said, is the god of rats, Raxivord, and it's not a good god, but it's for obvious reasons. Saint Cuthbert is definitely the opposite of Fultus. Think of Fultus priests as kind of the worst aspects of an evangelical.
Wow. So you mean people from Utah?
No, those are Mormons, and they are a lot better off than these idiots. These are the convert
here, and they're annoying.
Yeah, they are very much. It's pretty much we are the only god. There are no other gods. Convert or die.
I'm glad I live in the Northeast.
So, necromongers from Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, but there are still considered lawful and good because they want to impose order and they want to help the people. However, the way they do it reminds you of a cult versus an actual.
Wouldn't it be a chaotic good?
No, it's lawful because they want to impose order. You must follow our God's laws.
Oh, I get it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my god is chaotic neutral.
No, your god is not chaotic neutral. You're misinterpreting it. Let's get this straight.
My god is an awesome god.
That's how my character interprets
right. Let's be honest. What your character interprets it as and what it really is, it's not quite right. But the St. Cuthbert is the Crusader Christian. I am going to beat the heathens. I will beat up the evil gods and the evil god worshippers until they convert. Is very much St. Cuthbert. Yes, Gary Guy. These were the very first two gods Gary Gygax created in D&D. Just an off for everybody. And he purposely made them so that they each had a disadvantage. Basically, that they weren't the best aspects of actual Christianity. He purposely made them this way.
Because he was a Christian himself.
Because he was a Christian himself and a theologian. And he didn't want to mimic Christianity, so he took the worst aspects and split them.
Didn't actually know that he was a Christian, but that makes me chuckle when everyone was saying, "Oh, it promotes Satanism."
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's what I told my mom too.
Yeah,
because she saw the crap on Facebook.
Oh yeah, and he purposely did not. He absolutely refused to put Christianity into the game. He absolutely refuses to use it. He refused to use angels. When he was forced to actually put in angels, he used the Hindu devas on purpose, so he wouldn't use angels. So yeah, it's funny because you know how everything. Oh my God, D&D is satanic. No, actually, it's not. So, little aside. All right. The question becomes at this point in time. I actually got something. I actually want to look at. No. Greyhawk, please. And then it's free. Scroll. Oh my God. Okay. I got too much stuff on this.
Did you get that, Fluffy?
So, are you going? They will turn and say, "Will you come? You come watch. We show. We get rid of rats. We want you watch us."
I say I'll come with them. And I ask for their names.
Oh,
In
Sure.
Goblin.
you would ask for their names. It's all the way down at the bottom of the page. Okay. I do have their names. They are.
I ask in Goblin.
Okay. Their names are Harsk, who's the main talker, Jurg, and Nesk.
Okay.
And I'll write those down. Hey, come, Rebecca. You never know. And of course, now I can't find it. Okay.
Okay.
Those and make them relevant. When you look underneath their robes that they're kind of wearing, they are wearing chain shirts.
Chain what?
Chain shirts that fit them.
As in like.
They're like just the top part of them and with short sleeves, kind of a chainmail.
Oh, like sort of like a chainmail mat. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a full outfit with the leggings and that. It's just the top part. I think.
Yeah. First thing I imagined was actually real chains under their shirt or something.
No. Chainmail.
Okay. I was thinking slavery or something. That's weird.
Well, yeah, I know what you were getting at. That comes later with the pirate ship. All right. So they're beckoning everybody. They want everybody to come. And by the way, this is the game master putting the gun to everybody's head. You're coming.
I will just say to them, I'll be back. I'm
Okay.
gonna go up to my room, change out of what I'm currently wearing into my leather armor, and retrieve my weapons.
Right. And as everybody leaves, you keep retrieve your weapons that you don't. So.
And also, I'll be back. I'm going to the toilet.
All right. Not a problem. Actually, let's take a little bit of a break right now. Let's just go ahead and everybody take a little bit of a break because he's not the only one that needs to go to the toilet.
Dang it. I was just about to cast magic missile. Dang it.
It's not dark yet. You're supposed to cast it at the darkness.
Dang it, Warwitch, where are you?
Oh, I would kill to get Warwitch and Natalia and Sakura into a game. I'll tell you.
That'd be crazy.
I would love to do that. Oh my god, I would love to do that. But not happening, I know. Not at this point.
Sorry for that background noise.
Oh, that's fine.
That's okay. I have a question. What was the elven god in Greyhawk? I can never remember.
Corellian Laurenthian.
Okay, whatever. Not that my character gives a hoot.
The main god is Corellian Laurenthian. Remember, the elves have about 7 gods.
Yeah.
But he was the main dude. The
For
goblin.
every star, there's a god,
Yeah.
and for every god, there's a tree, and for every tree, there's a man named Dave
Yeah. The
or Bob.
or Bob. Yeah, definitely a Bob.
Don't
The
say Bob.
the goblin god is called Magulabet or something like that. I can never pronounce it. And the main orc god is Grumish.
Yeah, that I remembered.
And just think, Ray, Tobin's the same type of cleric as Jim was.
Yeah. That doesn't reassure me.
But this time, Tobin actually speaks orc.
Yeah, I remember.
I gotta hit the restroom. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, only this time, every orc that I come across will die. Which isn't a very good thought.
So, Tsume,
Oh, that
how's
re-
all the drinks going over there?
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I am officially sloshed.
How many more have you had since they came into the bar?
2.
Just 2? You've only had 7 so far?
He's a dwarf that can't hold his drink.
No, I had a rough day.
Come on, man. I've had like an entire 4-liter here. You gotta catch up.
My character has only had water and bread.
Lightweight.
Well, my character is religious. There's a reason she's only had water and bread.
So your character knows the way?
Maybe. It's possible.
I was waiting for that.
There's a high possibility. And that way may be at the end of a mace.
Lead the way, brother.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, thump. Well, now you found the way to hell. Just
God.
walk.
Okay, real quick, Fluffy. Do you have the what you were thinking of? I know you had that character sheet that you were thinking. I know you had your background and stuff. Did you never did do stats or anything? Where's Fluffy here?
Fluffy. Fluffy, you have been summoned.
He's probably right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get you in, so this is how we're going to get you.
Right, I'm back.
Okay. I went and got
we
me
just wait
eliminated.
Now we have to wait on the Fluffy.
And I do want to just apologise to Timid quickly, because I said earlier if I fail a singing role, I would like to lose my voice. And I forgot that you were a mute.
No, that's all right.
So I do
Shoot.
apologise.
She doesn't take any offense to that.
Trust me, she doesn't take any offense on it. No, I get that.
No, but you never know. So
Yeah, oh, no. Yeah, it's fine.
Tim is the most chill person ever.
God, yeah. She had to put up with Tobin's character and with Dobbs' character in my superhero game.
Yes, she did.
what
And she
system
took-
was that?
Oh god.
What was that?
The superhero game. What system was that?
It started out in Mutants and Masterminds and then went to Champions because I felt more
Yeah.
comfortable in Champions.
See,
Yeah, and
I
See,
wrote.
I'm.
Go ahead.
Oh, go on.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. See, I am tempted to do like a superhero one, but my problem with it is if it's like a Marvel or a DC one, you basically end up as a carbon copy of, say, Batman or Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't. I run Champions. The reason I run primarily, I mean, I did run Mutants and Masterminds, but then, like I said, I was way more comfortable with Champions, and I think everybody else actually was in the end too. The reason for that is I actually wrote 2 books for Champions and got them published.
I am back.
So I love the system.
That's cool.
Hey, Fluffy.
Anything important?
Yeah, Dave had a question for you.
Okay.
I wanted to know if we could at least quickly get your stats fixed.
Sure.
Since you're alchemist, your primary stat will be intelligence.
Mhm.
So let's quickly. I'm not going to worry about that stuff. Okay, so we want to definitely kick your intelligence. I'm going to just. Did you have any ideas on what you wanted to do with stats, or oh come on, game really? Oh, hold on, I'm getting texted as well.
No, don't worry.
So I want to get you a pretty good high intelligence because that's your primary stat.
My primary stat?
Yeah, it's your primary stat will be intelligence because that's where you get your abilities primarily out of.
Okay. And you want specific values, I'm guessing?
Well, I've got my character generator up and going here. So
so you just want my dominant stat.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically what you like if you want. Let's go down all 6 of the stats and say do you want it high, middle, or low or something.
Oh, so highest value, the lowest. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, I did that with Timid. That's how I did Timid. So
I had this. Give me 1 second. I remember this.
yeah.
I want to say it is intelligence, dexterity. Intelligence, dexterity. Is wisdom used for alchemy? I can't remember.
Wisdom would be used for willpower checks, which are mind control effects, and also your perception.
I don't have many of those. So it was intelligence, dexterity, strength, constitution, wisdom, charisma.
yeah. I'm kind of strange in that I've got 2 stats tied for number 3. I mean, which is dexterity and wisdom.
So from what I got at this point in time, I got a 13 strength, 16 dexterity, 13 con, 17 intelligence, 10 wisdom, 8 charisma.
Okay.
Now, what that gives you is you start out then with 10 hit points.
Okay.
Dave, did you add in racial traits to that?
Yeah,
Do I
no,
want to fill that in
it's-
for my maximum hit points?
Hmm?
Do I want to fill in that 10 for my maximum?
yeah, the 10 for your max and your current. Yeah, it. This is my character generator. It calculates that in. So yeah, it is calculating that the stat sheet.
Okay.
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 It's a good question. Your see, you have 7 skill points, so you got 7 skills that you can assign up 1 point to on your character sheet. That's the next piece.
On mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you look at your character sheet that's in the roll 20, you can access that, right? I want to make sure.
Yes, I have it open right now.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the ones that have the little check mark next to them are your class skills. You can spend points in all the other skills. You just don't get as much benefit out of it.
Okay.
But you need to basically select 7 of those and put up 1 point into each where it says skill rank, whatever it's.
Okay. Oh, close that.
One that you will probably definitely want to do, however, is you will definitely want to do craft alchemy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably the first things I remember reading up in alchemy. And
Yeah,
it was a lot of crafting.
Yeah.
And you said 7?
Yes, 7 of them. I would also suggest use a magic device.
Yeah, I'm just reading these again.
Yeah.
I went over these. I don't know why I didn't write these down.
Yeah, I thought we did that, but but now we're and the reason is we may end up with a combat here shortly, so that's why I want to make sure.
Now, what is sleight of hand exactly? Can you elaborate?
That sleight of hand is pickpocketing. It's hiding objects from people when they search. The old, Carney, 3-card money stuff is all sleight of hand.
Reloading faster in Call of Duty.
I want to put
That's a feat called quick load, actually.
No, they call it sleight of hand as well.
I know.
I want to put
and
to craft. Oh,
I was going to say you also your race gets bonuses to ride and stealth, just so you know.
I do know I had replacements for one of my racial traits.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to recall which one that is because I had one for this and I had another one. It might have been racial skills or I can't recall.
The racial skill one?
But I know for a fact I wanted to actually replace skilled with eat anything.
Okay. So you don't get the bonuses for.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one I wondered.
Okay, so you get a +4 on survival with that. Okay.
And then I wanted to put 3 into craft, 2 into knowledge arcana.
Okay, you only put 1. You can only put 1.
Oh, I can only put 1 of each.
Yeah, but you can have multiple. You can have multiple craft skills, though. That's
okay.
Basically, you can only put a point in up to whatever your max level is. So if you're level 2, you can have 2 points in a skill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I wanted to put 1 into craft, 1 into
and that'll be craft alchemy.
Yep. 1 into what was it called? 1 into
knowledge,
arcana knowledge, and nature knowledge.
Yeah, you want so 3 there. Yep.
And then I wanted to put 1 into sleight of hand and another into disable device.
Right.
Yes. I'm trying to recall what I wrote down so long ago.
Yep. Okay, so Arcana, Knowledge, Craft Alchemy, and Sleight of Hand, and so that I've got is 5. So what? I'm missing something. Oh, Survival. You wanted Survival, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And was there another one? There's one more. You get one more because
So
of the stat.
Craft, Arcana, Nature.
Yeah, there's your other ones would be Perception, Spellcraft, Stealth, Use Magic Device, or Appraise. Also Heal and
Oh,
Fly.
yeah, use magic device.
Okay, so we'll put that in these. Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Cool. What's that? Okay. You would have light armor.
Mhm.
Oh, and that can be leather, chain shirt.
Can it be fur?
Yes, you wanted the fur.
Yes.
So that would be hide. Is let me get your character sheet real quick. Because this one's I've learned this is a little bit trickier.
You changed it.
Whoops. What? We type. Two. Check. Saves it. Sure. 17, 8, and batch, X. Getting used to this pretty quick. Hey, folks, but we want to get this up because we're going to be possibly getting in combat soon, so I want to make sure that we're up
Hold
and
on, so I
going.
have Common, Goblin, 3 more languages.
Yep.
I remember doing research. I only had Common and Goblin. Wow.
Your intelligence gives you a additional language per bonus point.
Okay, brilliant.
So yep, you got 3 more languages you can choose.
Now I'm trying to remember the languages.
Special bonus of 4 there. 1 there. Oh god, you don't want to look at the list of languages. It's just ridiculous.
Nah, I already had an idea. Some I remember
Make sure
from a long time ago.
there. That's going to make a lot of difference in some of your dice rolls when you actually have stats.
One of the other languages was Orc. I'm trying to remember. It was Orc.
Yeah. The other quick question: what do you use for a weapon?
I used I know this for a fact, spiked mace. Or imagine a really crude wooden mace.
19. Now your weapon's done. Okay. All right. So we are basically got everything we need except for nope. Yep, we got everything.
Alright, one of the other languages was giant, and
Oh.
uh,
What did
sorry?
what did you decide for a feat? That was the last thing.
Feet.
Yeah.
What are those? Sorry, I'm trying to recall.
That big huge long.
Okay, no, can you give me a list? I remember. I know what.
You'd have to look at that PDF D20 PDF site.
Where was it? I remember looking at the feats list. That was it.
Yeah, like ridiculously long.
Oh, let me open up my alchemy page.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alchemist. No, doesn't. Hold on. Aren't the alchemy feats listed as discoveries?
Yeah.
Okay. Discovery. And then I have my list. Where was it?
You get 5 free extracts.
Here we go. List of discoveries.
Yeah.
And would you say something about extracts?
Yeah, you get 5 free extracts.
And the extracts are what I used to make the bones, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Basically, like 5 spell uses.
Right.
Okay. God. I wish I could sort by prerequisites. Son of a bitch.
Well, we could skip on that as long as for the moment. I just want to get you to this point, and then that we can go in with.
All right, you can skip by that. I'll message you them. So
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Because I
get
know
you.
which ones I recall. And
Yeah.
how many was it for?
You get 5. You get 5 that you can use. There's 2. You can use 2 a day.
Okay, brilliant.
And then perfect. All right, we're good. We're good. Everybody gets to see it for a while. Okay, there we go. All right. As you are headed towards the warehouses, it seems to be, let's have everybody out and trying to recruit today. So, as you guys are headed there, you see this time you see a man and a woman dressed in brown robes at one of these prior locations. Their brown robes are embroidered with a gold thread in the shape of a coiled dragon. And the primary speaker is female in this case. They have a small crowd in front of them, which basically look like the rags of society. They are dirty clothes, they're torn, they're This is the poor of the poor. Yeah, even worse than that. This is the poor of the poor.
Quick question, God.
Yes.
What's the time?
It is now afternoon.
Okay.
Probably around 4 o'clock in the evening, approximately. They are the area that you're in is still kind of a warehouse district, but you know what they call Shack Town, which is where all the poor are, is close to here. So these people have been either they came here or they were brought here or something. As this woman is up there on this thing. And as you're passing by, she's saying, strange currents of black water bring disease to the people of Greyhawk. Fish killed by the hundreds wash up on the shore, reeking of death and causing sickness in the people. Yet the clerics and the city oligarchs do nothing. For these things are only harming the people of Shacktown. I, Halir, and my colleague, Cotton, have heard these troubles and have come to the city to help you. With the power of the Earth Dragon, our great and powerful God, we will cure the sickness caused by these dark currents and help the poor people of Shacktown when others would not. For if the sickness is not stopped, it may spread to the rest of the city. If whatever causes the black currents has not abated by then, we will root out its source and destroy it. And the crowd gives a little cheer about this as they're talking. Those with knowledge, religion. Yes, Timid. Actually, you are going to be rolling bluff for that. All right.
Can I make the religion roll as well?
You are a bard. Yes, you may.
Blah.
Thank you very much.
This is why I love bards.
That's what I have to say about this. Blah.
Ray, roll a perception check.
Okay.
You notice Timid is trying to adjust the hood, but she's not getting it over the horns. The horns are like sticking out really prominently at the moment.
I'll have to work on that. I have some ideas. I can try my disguise skill.
Yeah.
Not that it's good, but I can. Oh yeah, that
was okay. Disguise and bluff are not working today for these people. All right.
She's got flowers on her horns now.
She got the jingles from that Jester has for Critical Role. Okay. Stealth is going to be at a penalty for an obvious reason. Okay. Elora doesn't know anything on this. Mira's never heard of the Earth Dragon. Except for one thing about the Earth Dragon. You do remember one thing about the Earth Dragon. And you're like, okay. At times, the Earth Dragon has another name. Tiamat.
Fuck, I was hoping no.
Tiamat is a bad name. Fake people name.
Yes.
I'm gonna think to myself, oh shit, I should keep an eye on these people.
We will we will begin to cure the people in the center of Shacktown at noon tomorrow. We have other places in the city. We must spread our word to tell people that we are coming here. To be cured from the sickness that afflicts them. All right, now
I'm gonna shout at them. You're a charlatan and a fraud. You should leave here.
we will prove to you that we are not charlatans. We are truly concerned with the people. Come tomorrow, and you will see.
That's bullshit, and you know it. You worship Tiamat.
We do not. We worship the Earth Dragon. The Earth Dragon is the spirit of the mountains south of here. We are not worshippers of Tiamat. You don't even need to roll a sense motive. They're bullshitting. However, the crowd is very much on their side at the moment. Because as you were looking closer, you notice that there are people that look really that look to be afflicted with something in this group.
Can I make a medicine check? Is that a knowledge skill?
That's a heal. That's heal check.
Okay.
A heal check.
I won't bother then.
Yeah.
Question is do I pull out my crossbow?
No, you
I
would
don't
probably
think so.
want to do that here, even though this isn't the best part of town. It's still out in the open. And,
Yeah, I'm thinking no.
Amity and Alora roll sense motive checks.
All right. Let me get it loaded. This thing loaded up, and of course you pop. Now you're gonna have to roll it for me, Dave. The monitor decided to give out the second I switched over.
Well, okay. All right.
It's gonna go. It's gonna go into I want to go off. No, I want to go on rotation. So you're gonna have to tell me what I rolled.
Got it. What's your bonus on that? Do you remember?
I can't see my character sheet
Okay.
right now.
Got it. That's
I'm
fine.
looking at a blank screen that's rotating.
Oh, nice.
Right now.
That pretty. Okay. Oh, yeah.
I think it's like plus 1, 2 or plus
Yeah.
3.
Ah!
I'm sorry.
Dang it. It was on 18 and then it rolled a 2. I mean, 2 and 8. All right. So.
The dice
neither of you.
Yeah.
Neither of you two notice anything out of the ordinary other than the fact that you kind of pretty much know the bullshitting. The rats are like motioning the rat followers or Zart trio are motioning to you to keep on following. Need to do before nightfall. Must hurry.
Quick question for you.
Yeah.
God. How far away am I from the female speaker?
Oh, you're a good 40, 50 feet.
Crap. Never mind then. I'm gonna reluctantly follow the goblins.
Okay. All right. So when you get to the warehouses, the guard is actually out there. To the city guard. There's 6 of the city guard out there, and they're basically holding the people back because the people have been gathering, going like, "What's going on? Why is the city guard here?" And when they get there, Harsk, the main little dude, gets up there. He raises his hand. He says, "People of Greyhawk, as proof, my people mean you no harm. And as demonstration of our ability, my fellows are going to rid the warehouse of rats. The god of my people, Raxavort, has an affinity for rats, and we speak to them like gnomes speak to burrowing creatures. We have spoken already to these rats, and they have agreed to leave the warehouse where you store your food. We will take rats across the river to fields where they may eat insects that attack your crops. If you wish for us to do this for your home or business, we only ask for a small payment and word of thanks to Rack Support. Okay. At this point in time, his two little buddies go into the building, and about 5 minutes later, maybe less, they come walking out. And this is Pied Piper Hamlin time. Literally Pied Piper Hamlin. As over 30 rats come out behind the two. And there's a little marching procession. And the warehouse, all the people are gasping and going like, what's going on? How are they able to do this? At this point in time, I will let Amity, specifically, make a knowledge nature roll. Ray, you may make a knowledge nature roll as well.
I'm guessing I can make a knowledge religion roll based off of this.
You can make a knowledge religion roll, yes.
Would I roll one as well?
Yes, anybody who has knowledge, I forgot you have knowledge nature, yes. Knowledge nature specifically.
Let's hope my monitor doesn't give out.
Yeah, and tell me if it does.
It's not that the TV's giving out, it's that the HDMI is going crazy.
Yeah. I bet you PID's that.
So seeing all these rats, I'd like to go eat and try and get high.
Okay.
Oh, come on, game. Come on, Die. Play ball with me.
Yeah, you're not doing well. Well, it's not a combat yet. That's why. Holy cow, Sume. Good God. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't rolled this bad in a long time, Dave.
Yeah, I know it.
I think it was a lot. There was that one hero session where I could never roll that well. Well,
we'll see what happens tomorrow night.
If this continues to tomorrow night, I'll be scared to actually pilot the ship because I crashed the damn thing.
All right, Sume, you definitely know. Ray, you've got a good idea of what's going on. Anybody else can make a roll of a spellcraft roll. Actually, just
spellcraft.
Yeah.
All of these dice rolls are making my character look completely incapable.
Okay. All right. Okay, Fluffy, you definitely know this is an animal friendship spell.
This is a what?
Animal friendship spell.
Ooh.
No, they aren't technically woodland creatures, Timid. So that doesn't, but they are. But Sume, you definitely know that they're using magic of some sort involved in this, and that they're pretty good at this. I mean, they got like a bonus to how many rats they can do this with. Because in no way would you have 36 some odd rats coming out of this thing cooperating like this, unless they were using.
They have to be using magic.
Mm-hmm. And Fluffy knows exactly that they're animal friendship ability. So the Svarts will walk them quite literally to. There's a bridge, and I don't know if it's actually or not. No, it's actually not on here. They will walk them to a bridge that's off the map that goes over to the island across the way, and walk. They literally walk all the rats over there, and the rats then spread out, go into the fields to go eat the insects like they've been sowing. And they 1 second here, I got a text. Yeah, the rats don't. The rats will scurry around, but they always while the sparks are there, they are all hanging around those three. But they basically say, aha, okay, there we are. Everybody now can make a perception check since you crossed the river.
Okay. Let's see how bad this perception check is. Jesus Christ.
Does
Jesus,
that include me?
I'm getting all the good rolls now.
Dave,
Yeah.
does that include me?
Yes.
Okay.
You've come along. Assuming. It's going to make things a lot more interesting. Hidden.
I
Well,
love how
hopefully-
Joe barely avoid getting like.
And there
very
it
bad
finally is, for God's sakes.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
All
I
right.
took your place for a moment.
I'm succeeding at my perception checks. It's just at everything else.
Yeah. All right. Everybody except for Joe and Timid and Ray notices there are dead fish in the river.
How
I'm
many
gonna-
dead fish are we talking here? Like, are we
Dozens.
talking biblical dead fish floating down throughout the entire river,
That
or just a few dead fish?
Now,
dozens.
how high is the drop from where we're standing to the river?
Well, if you go, I'm saying when you're going over the bridge, you're starting to see it. When you're on the shore, you're right there at the river, and you could go out and pick these things up. The other thing is that you're seeing those that rolled over 15. You're also seeing about a thin streak of black water down in the middle of the river. That's about no more than a foot wide and 10 foot long.
So, seeing all these fish, I'm just gonna say out loud, that's a lot of fish.
I want to stop the goblins and.
Well, okay.
Sorry, the what were they called?
The Zvarts, right.
The Zvarts, yeah. I just remember them as sort of like Smurf gums. So I want to
Yep.
stop them and ask if they went to the bathroom in the river earlier.
Yeah, we don't touch river. Rats don't swim. Neither do we.
Hmm.
Can I do a knowledge nature check on them?
Knowledge nature on the fish. Are you going to go out and retrieve them?
Well, how
One.
far are they?
Not very far.
Laura will actually go and retrieve one of the fish and do a knowledge religion check.
I'll retrieve one, yeah.
I would like to do a knowledge check on the river to like try and work out if that's what
Nope.
the preachers were talking
Well,
about.
well, game. Well, that was fun. Just keep giving me those rolls.
All
I'm rolling Ray numbers tonight.
right. Okay. Yeah, James. It's gotta be what they were talking about. When you go,
Okay.
Laura, when you go out and grab that fish, one, you are just hit with this horrible rotting smell when you're picking this thing up. And underneath the scales, it's like the flesh has turned gray.
Yeah. Too bad that the utter failure that was her
Yeah.
knowledge religion check.
Yeah, well, it's really not a religion thing, anyways. Here, it's more nature, but somebody can actually make a roll if they're looking at it. I believe Fluffy, you said you were going to.
Yeah, I was gonna do a nature check on. I did my roll.
Okay. Besides the nature check, roll craft alchemy.
Craft alchemy.
There we go. Okay. That's some sort of poison.
Say that again, you caught
It's poison. They've been poisoned. They're not diseased. They're poisoned. You are not familiar with it, but you can tell that it is not the signs of a poison.
Laura will hear this and toss the fish onto the ground.
Well, that's if Fluffy says it, but
do I know how potent the poison is?
It's fairly poisonous. You're thinking that by handling the fish, that Alora is handling the fish, that she'd probably better wash her hands.
Now, I don't really care about that. However, can I take it with me? That fish.
You would have to put it in something, but yes, you could probably.
Yes.
And you wouldn't want to handle it directly.
So I'm guessing he's going to tell Alora.
Okay. Yeah. Because it is potent enough that you would, if you did not wash your hands, would be next time you ate would actually have to make a poison saving throw.
Okay.
So it is
gonna.
Why would they poison all of the fish? Alora will openly ask. No one in particular.
Because they're worshippers of Tiamat.
I kind of want to see maybe they had a fish problem.
Oh, I'm actually gonna roll a perception check on this.
Okay.
Try to. If I succeed, you can just give me some sort of extrapolation. I'm probably not.
Holy crap.
No, I actually did.
Oh, yeah.
Surprising.
This is definitely by inhaling or swallowing that black water that went by would definitely cause you to be affected by it.
Damn. Well, the other extrapolation I would want is, would she have any clue who would want to poison these fish based off of, any religious cult she might know or something like that?
Well, the most obvious one is the two people that were out there talking about it.
Now, do we all know that black liquid in the river is not poisonous based off what he said? If it was that loud.
Yeah. Yes. Amity, you are definitely. This is definitely an affront to nature. You definitely sense that this is an unnatural poison that is being used against to kill off all the fish. The thing is that you're not too sure if the fish are the only target.
Now, I'm curious as to if I had
Yeah.
anything I can bottle it up.
Alora will look at the water and, based off of her perception check, will say, I think they were not trying to poison just the fish, but perhaps the town itself.
What was that, Fluffy? I'm sorry.
I'm just wondering if I have anything or anyone does that could be used to bottle it up, for example.
To bottle the liquid?
Yes.
You're an alchemist.
Yes.
The answer is, of course, how many vials do you want? It's more the question.
Is there a limit?
Well, yes, but
Yeah, there would be probably a limit of it. Yes, but
Um,
yes, you can
I
gather.
want to grab two. I want 2 vials of it.
Okay, all right, you can do that. Yeah, you'll all see the black stuff. Yeah, everybody that except when they pointed out to you, Timid, you were able to see it. You missed it the first time, but you were able to see it when they pointed out. And
I feel
it's going with the flow of the river, so it's going out towards the lake right now.
Should I fill it in with my additional gear?
Yeah,
I-
yeah. Go ahead.
So to the people handling this fish, I would like to offer a bar of soap and a flask of water.
That would be probably a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, so Laura will thoroughly wash her hands.
Okay.
I'll be asking. I want to ask why you're washing your hands.
Yeah, I mean, even with his perception check, he was able to determine that, yeah, he's probably got it on his hand. So, machine. All right. At this point in time, the crowd and everything is pretty much dissipated. The Zvarts are over there playing with the rats, just like a child was. This is it did take some time to do this walk and get over there, and the sun is starting to set down. It's starting to settle. What are you guys doing at this point in time?
I'm gonna be lighting my bullseye lantern.
All right.
I heard that.
Laura is going to kneel down and pray.
Okay.
Near the rivers, where the river meets the land.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be sniffing the fish. Oh crap! I'm just gonna be sniffing the poison to see if I can maybe identify it anymore.
No, you can't. You honestly cannot.
Wow.
You have not seen it before.
Okay.
All you know is it's first and foremost, it's potent and it is deadly. Biori Ray, yeah.
yeah, I have no clue.
You have no clue. Gotcha.
Hey, look! Black water. Let's jump in.
Yeah. No. It's response to what Tim said.
I have my knowledge of religion is yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my knowledge of religion is really high. It's the fact that I'm just rolling like crap on it.
Yo, you got like the highest roll in the party. That's the good thing about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Except
got
the
knowledge
bard.
of religion
The bard
plus
will
4, and
eventually.
I'm rolling 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
It's sad. I built this character to know all these things, and it's just like, no, you don't know any of this stuff.
One quick second.
I'll go back for now then.
Okay.
To talking to the weasel in Goblin.
All right.
And trying to see if I can get to sit down or do any sort of simple command.
It's kind of looking at you crazy, and it looks over to Amity and basically like gives you a look, Amity, of, is this guy for real?
I can't wait for the goblin to ride the weasel.
He took the he didn't take he switched out his special ability, otherwise he would have had a bonus to do it. because it's actually one of the animals that a goblin can ride. He is a giant lizard. Just see that. Yes, there is a forest right near where you guys are. Yes. You could definitely get talk to the birds or any of those things. Timid.
That wouldn't be me.
Okay. After. Okay, so are you guys going to head back to the inn, or I assume that's where you guys are going to head back to for now? Or are you going to go to Shacktown? Or are you going?
Well,
we're waiting for Timid.
Laura's gonna go to the nearest chapel of her religion.
I'm gonna head
Okay.
back to the tavern.
Okay.
For the night.
Okay.
That's where she's going.
Got it. Okay.
Can I? Is there an apothecary in the town?
Oh yes. Oh yes, definitely. You're in the river quarter. There, you'll have all sorts of that can.
I want to visit them to see if I can purchase anything that can be useful, and even maybe sell that extra vial I brought with me.
Also.
Okay. Now it is.
Before I leave.
Yes. What? Yes.
Before I leave, I'd just like to ask if the goblins would like to come back with me.
The goblins are perfectly happy to stay here with the rats. Actually, wait.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to say goodbye to everyone and just
okay.
Back to the tavern.
All right. The only problem at this point in time, Fluffy, with your idea of selling it or going to the apothecary is that it's the sun setting, which just means everything's closing. So by the time you get to where the apothecary is, you're probably going to be closed.
If the sun's setting, then
yeah.
I can just head into the nearby edge forest or edge of the forest to see if I can kill anything to eat.
Oh,
and cook.
Okay.
Following up on the question, is anybody got tracking or besides me a higher knowledge nature? Because yeah, that's what I thought.
Tracking is based on survival, so you know.
Survival.
Okay.
I think
I might have a chance. Let's see. Oh.
I'll try to roll knowledge survival if I think I've got it.
No, it's just survival.
Do we think we could trace where this black liquid might be coming from?
You know what? I'm gonna try.
That's why I just rolled an 18. So
yeah. Well, right.
Well, Laura just rolled an 18. She's gonna try to find where this material came from instead of going to pray.
Okay. When you guys are looking around for the tracks and things like that, you think that it wasn't here on this side of the river. It looks like it had to have come from the Shacktown area.
The what?
Shacktown area.
Yeah, with the poor area. I'm pretty sure that's where it's got to be coming from. You don't get much more than that. Timid, in your question, no, they have not seen the birds have not seen anything like that. They saw the little blue dudes come by at one point, but the blue dudes never approached the river. As a matter of fact, they made sure they stayed away from the river. the regular people, they never saw anybody on this side of the river where they're at do that. Anything go anywhere near the river. So that's kind of where you're at on that. You guys head back. Are you doing anything before you go to sleep? That's the main question.
Yeah.
Um,
Alora's gonna pray before she goes to sleep. And that's gonna be the only thing she does.
Are you doing anything more before you go to sleep for the night? Any of you? Any of you guys?
Yes.
Is it nighttime finally?
Yes, it is
I
nighttime.
cast magic missile.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I'd like to speak to the tavern owner.
Yeah. Okay.
Do that. Before I do that, can I make a check to see like what I know about him? As in, is he good friends with the guards, or does he know? Does he have any like protection from like organized crime or anything?
The organized crime. This is kind of a neutral zone, so they don't really. The criminals don't accost him or anything. They are normally, just he's fairly well known as a celebrity because of his looks and his stories that he gives off. So he's pretty much left alone. He's kind of thing, The authorities don't accost him. They don't or anything more on that.
Okay, so I would like to approach. Howland is his name, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Halloran.
Howlerin. I'd like to approach him and just say, I need to talk to you about something.
Oh, yes. What can I help you?
So, I'm going to explain about the creatures we saw, that they worship Tiamat, and they're lying, and I have reason to believe that they're poisoning all the fish and the river.
Okay.
I just want to ask, where's Amity in relation to me right now?
Well, it depends on where you are in the relationship of the weasel.
Sorry?
Amity and the weasel are pretty well close to one another. So if you're, I mean, you're at this point in time, you can approach her, and she's already saying that she's handing back the cloak. So.
Well, I want to try and right now. Let's see. Oh, okay. I just want to look quiet.
Yeah.
I see her without her cloak on, and I go towards the weasel, and I whisper into Goblin to be really, really, really careful around her.
Okay. The weasel's kind of like looking at you. Okay.
I'll put the cloak back on and start walking towards Shacktown.
Okay. Ray's walking towards Shacktown. Okay, let me ask you this: who's staying with on this island here with the woods, and who's going back over across?
I'm staying with the woods.
Okay, you're staying with the woods. I'm assuming Amity is going to stay in the woods. That's why you don't have to close it. Okay, you're sticking with the woods.
I don't know if I want to follow the elf. If I want to follow the elf.
And once I get towards the edge of Shacktown, I'm going to start trying to stealth in and kind of start scoping the place out.
Okay, so Ray is going to Shacktown. Sume, you're following him. Joe, what are you doing?
I'll follow with them over to Shacktown.
Okay, you're going to Shacktown. Okay, Mira's gone back to the. It's going back to the tavern. That means Tobin. You said you were going to a temple, or
She's going to the Laura's going to the nearest temple of her religion, praying, and then going to bed.
okay. I will point out the closest temple to your religion is in Shacktown.
Well, then she's following with the rest of the group, or at least kind of following them as she heads to the nearest temple.
Okay.
Okay.
I kind of look behind me, going, "Oh,
Really
joy,
quickly?
I picked up."
Okay.
And Laura even says, "It's not like I'm following you because I like you. I'm just going this way because I want to go to the temple."
So really quickly, I would like to change what I'm doing.
Okay, sure.
I personally believe I need more information, so I'm going to follow everyone else.
Oh, I got it. Okay, we can go ahead and do that. All right.
Splitting the party this early.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Well, the party.
And I'm gonna go. Well, so much for the sneak.
Okay, so as you go into Shacktown, let me read off the stuff. The two that are not going to Shacktown do not get this. So, all right. This place is the poorest of the poor, dismal, depressing. Buildings are ramshackle, made of thin wood, barely enough to keep out the weather. Ray will remember the shack in a minute, because Ray has actually done this adventure before. These are really thin wall buildings. And it is the only source of water is the river. Thus your problem with how these people are getting poisoned as well. They are there's kids are scrawny. It's the Philippines. Got chickens and goats and dogs are driven off. That's exactly the Philippines. What the heck? Okay, anyway. My girlfriend, by the way, James, my girlfriend lives in the Philippines, like I said. So I've actually been to a place that looks like this place is just bad. The only truly permanent building in Shacktown is the Shrine to St. Cuthbert, which is a brick building, which is in the middle of all these shacks. Okay. I need you guys, let's see, to make a, okay, no, they don't, okay, that's, you notice that, let's do it this way. Everybody make diplomacy checks. Yeah, I know, you're all laughing.
Unfail this!
Fucking hell.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
I am.
Hey, I must. I rolled a 19.
Wow!
I rolled a 14.
People in that group, Jim.
Jesus.
People in that group. Unless you and Fluffy are doing something over on the other island.
If anything, right now I'm just setting up camp for the night.
Okay. All right. That's what I'm expecting
Oh,
at this point in time. Well, everybody starts to try to approach people to ask them questions and stuff like that, and everybody everybody just kind of like shies away from you guys and kind of give you this look of why are you talking to us? Go away. Except
Hang
Ray.
on a moment. Hang on a moment. Probably won't make a difference. I have charming. So are any of these people attracted to me or potentially attracted?
No, not really. This place is
Okay.
You're not that
Me,
hot.
I mean, I rolled a 20, but my character is anything but diplomatic.
Your characters
Yeah, I
are
rolled
never
14,
diplomatic,
I
Ray.
lost.
I rolled a 20.
I know. Your
I
character.
rolled a 13 after negatives.
Yeah.
That just tells you how bad these people don't like us.
Ray,
Well,
Ray, at least you didn't pick up the guy's head and hold it out. Hey, I found the guy we're looking for. Is this your husband? He did that before, okay, guys? Just so you know. This is Ray. Okay. Ray, they seem to be strangely willing to talk to you. They say that the black current has only been seen around Tracktown, or the areas around Tracktown.
Well, it seems it's it's flowing into the river downstream now.
Well,
Okay, now everybody make it, except for our two over on the island, make a perception check. Oh, there's clean water. It's just there's streaks of bad black water in the. But anything north of Shacktown, you're not getting anything. Anything upstream is not. There's no black water at all. It's good water.
ba, 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 ba.
Okay, Ray and Sume, you're seeing movement among the shacks as you guys are sitting there talking. Like people are trying to go around you guys.
We are being circled.
Yep. What are you guys doing? Did I lose everybody?
Well, I have no idea what's happening, so I'm just going to be standing,
Yeah.
Right.
looking around.
Well, Ray told you we're being,
Nothing particular.
we are being encircled, but he did say that.
And I'm going to slip into the
Okay.
shadows.
Okay, I'm going to pull out my crossbow and try and hide behind someone.
Okay. All right. Roll a stealth.
Alora's going to stand there.
I knew you would. Yes, you would. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not.
She's.
I'm not trying to like stealth. I
Yeah.
just want to like have somebody in front of me.
Ah, okay. Well, right now that's Alora.
This is not a stealth-based character. This is a Constitution-based cleric.
Yep.
Her best chance is standing and fighting.
Yep. Okay. So Joe and Sume, what are you two doing? Sume, you know that the ambush is. They're trying to ambush you. A group of people.
So wait, we just got ambush coming back?
You're about ready to. Yeah, you're being.
They're circling.
They're encircling you. They're using the shacks to try to hide themselves as they're moving around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I slip into the shadows.
Okay, you
temporarily.
Yeah. My character is standing there waiting for them to come.
All right. Okay. At a signal, 6 individuals with daggers step out and to surround you. They step right past you, Ray, missing you completely, missing that you're there completely. And they are carrying nothing more than weighted rocks in claws. In other words, saps. So, at this point, and they give us your money.
How far are they away from me?
They are within 10 feet of you when they
I would
spring
like
out,
to call
when they
out
come
to
out.
them.
Laura will say, "I will happily give you my money if you listen to me speak about the true God and Savior."
Can I pull out my heavy crossbow and take a shot?
Yes, you may. Everybody, just let's go ahead and roll initiatives.
Oh,
I was way ahead of you on that.
I realize that.
Somehow I sense this coming.
Where is the initiative roll?
It's at the top near where the Pathfinder is. It's on the kind of middle column under hit points.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, I see.
Holy cow, Joe.
Yeah, I just got it.
I rolled an 11. I did a good job.
Yep.
That's the first good roll I've had all night.
Yep. We had a 9. Or had a 14. And there should be 5 of you, correct? Because the other 3 are not here. 3 other 3 being Weasel. I am Weasel. Okay.
Weasel.
I are baboon.
I are baboon.
Yes, if only the weasel was voiced by Worf, then they would all be doomed.
That was fact that Worf
I'm
was
not
the
hearing any
voice.
arguments against that.
Well, concerning the fact Worf was the voice of I am Weasel.
Yeah. That was the joke.
Yep. Okay, give me one thing.
I just have a question, Dave.
Yes.
Where would I find a list of formulas I know for potions?
It should be under the Alchemist in that the D20 PDF SRD.com.
I have this right now. I'll send you. Oh shit.
Where am I?
That's not it. Excuse me. Where was it? I just had it.
Can I send you a DM on Discord, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, send it to the bot.
I just PM'd the page I had, unless that's the wrong one.
Because the problem is if I want to look at it, it's only on the one side. You want it hidden.
It to the bot?
Yeah.
Was it Blue Moo?
No. The bot says World of Nebraska. Dave, bot on Discord. It should be in
Nebraska Dave Soundbot?
Yes, that's it.
Lovely.
Come on, where is what I'm looking for?
I don't share a server. I was blocked. I gotta add it, I think.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's no problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna send a friend request to the bot because.
Yeah, that's the best way.
Hey Dave, I'm gonna assume since I rolled a 20, I shot and hit, right?
You are shooting. You have to do. I'm looking for something here on my end, so give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, I still need to add me so I can send it to it.
Yeah. Okay. Right, so you guys are adding to me. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Please.
Did you get my note?
Will you please cooperate with stupid thing?
Really?
Give me okay.
It still says that.
I've got it. I got it.
All right. All right. I'm gonna resend the message one last time. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just a small notice.
Okay, got it.
I had that one, and then I had this one.
It's the alchemical. Well, there's alchemical. Okay. I don't know whether or not this website. It should be under the actual alchemist as well. I think that oils, herbs, oils, and other stuff are part of it. I think they're part of it.
Alchemical items.
Oh, alchemical concoctions are. Base classes, come on. Yes.
Is it this right here? I found the formula list.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is.
That right there.
Yes, that is actually. Yes.
Lovely. Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna have to do it this way. Okay. Okay, I gotta do it this first. Yeah. Do I have any bonuses? Sorry, this is a little disorganized. Put this format. Ooh. Okay. I gotta fix everything again. Woo! Awesome, awesome, awesome job. Okay. Mr. Joe, you are the first person to act.
All right.
Okay, so now,
Should we plop down tokens?
I'm not really worried about it because of how close it is. I'm not going to worry.
Okay.
I wasn't really worried about this combat having this combat and the next combat. I didn't have anything really prepared for tokens. Part of that was because all my tokens disappeared when my hard drive crashed. So I will have them for next week.
Yeah, okay.
For the next game,
That's
I
fine.
should say. But in this case, you're too close to everybody. You're close quarters, so
We're in an alley of some sort.
yeah.
It's shacked out. There is nothing else but alleys.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, Joe, if you would roll your, it should be on your weapon, since you're doing the heavy crossbow, the attack. Let me see if I can. Yours.
It looks like I click heavy crossbow and it'll do it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yep.
Alrighty, that is correct. Oh wow, it even rolls the damage. Okay.
Yeah, it does the damage. Yeah, it's all at one.
Oh, nice.
Earlier.
Wow! Holy crap! You did okay. You pull out your crossbow, Joe. Load it up, level it, fire that crossbow bolt. That crossbow bolt hits the thief right in the chest. He kind of looks down at it, and then falls forward onto it. And
He's dead.
I'm the man.
I'm the man.
Ow.
First attack, first
First
kill, first blood, first kill of the game. Good
First
Joe.
Blood.
I'm changing
More
my profile.
blood and blood.
I'm changing my profile picture to Rambo now.
Oh, there you go. All right. Next on our list of people to attack is James.
Well, seeing as somebody else has just shot, I might as well take a shot as well.
Yep.
I don't know what that means.
Did I forget? Maybe
yeah.
maybe we don't have that one quite
Right.
fixed.
Yeah.
Don't have that one
Yeah.
quite fixed right. Hold on. One second. 1 second
Yeah.
here. Okay, let's do this and get the right numbers here. Okay. And yeah, let's just yeah. All right.
I'm
Let's try
guessing.
let's try that again.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
Okay,
better.
that's better.
And owie, that one, you say, oh, we're shooting. Pow! Pooh! Right into the heart. The guy goes flying backwards, lands on the ground. He's out.
How many were there total? You said there were 6 of them?
6 of them, yes. And you've just taken
Okay,
it.
so it's 2 dead.
Yep.
Can I take a action to call out to them to you should run now?
Yes, you may do that. And roll your intimidation. And I'm giving you a bonus because you just flattened one in one shot. All right. We'll see what the reaction is when it comes to their turn. Okay, Alora.
Laura is going to calmly tell them, you should listen to them, and will not attack.
All right. Sume.
I'm gonna go is surprise everybody and go wild sheep.
Okay.
But I don't have a minor form because I'm level 1.
Right. You're only
So-
minor form, so you basically grow claws and you're attacking.
Yep.
Okay. Roll an attack.
If we can. Whoop.
Yeah.
All right. You move up to 1. You all of a sudden he grows claws like a Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
And slashes across one of them. That he gets a big, huge gash across the guy's face, and blood pours out as the guy collapses backwards from the attack. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Hugh Jackman has just entered the combat.
Oh my god.
He's a dwarf Wolverine. What else could he be? He's Wolverine, the actual comic book version. Wolverine in the comic book is only 5'3".
We
Yeah.
need to get him a spandex yellow suit.
Yeah, he needs a yellow suit. That's the only thing. Yeah. All right.
Oh god.
How appropriate.
The timing on that.
Well done.
Well done. Ray, thanks to the intimidation factor of Mira, you are able to go next.
Are they?
Three
What
or
do they look like they're doing?
they are panicking really bad right now.
Well, I'm going to add to the panic, and I'm going to attempt to shoot one from behind. Well, basically,
You
shoot them from the rear.
you may shoot them from the rear.
I have no idea what my bonuses are or anything.
You're a
on
plus
that.
4 to hit on the attack.
I don't know if this is going to.
Wait, do you have sneak attack at this level, or do you get it next level?
No, I don't think I have it yet.
Okay, you don't have it yet. All right, so.
Not that it mattered.
Oh, Jesus Christ! That thing. Okay, crossbow bolt.
Murder
Crossbow bolt. Stock. crossbow, fuck, slash, and then longbow, fuck. Oh, that guy goes flying backwards as well, dead from that shot.
I suggest you surrender or you will die.
They immediately said, "Don't kill us! We're really, no, please don't kill us!" They dropped the weapon and they're cowering. They're like, "Oh my god, what the hell did we just?"
Oh my god. I'm literally pissing
This is
myself
all.
right now.
Oh yeah, they're on their knees, going like, "We'll convert! We'll convert! We'll convert!"
I will walk up slowly to one of the ones who surrendered. I suggest you tell us everything you know, and this will be in common.
Okay. No. What?
Do you know where the black poison is coming from? Any clues? I know you're.
I'm going to use your intimidation roll on that. I'm going to roll, and I am going to roll a roll here on that. I gotta find the thieves here. Hold on, give me a second.
And while I'm asking that, I'll pull my dagger and walk over to the guy I struck and I guess killed.
Yeah,
I pull up my dagger.
You can, if you want. If I will say this, if you guys want to actually save their lives, you can. They're negative. They're dying. They're not actually dead. But that's your call.
Alora will use her healing spells to.
Well, don't need to do healing spells. You need all you can say is, "I want to stabilize them," and then I'll let you do.
Yeah, Alora will stabilize them
as well.
She will not. She's not going to let them die.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, like I said, I will still walk up to the guy I mortally wounded.
Yeah.
Take his hand, take my dagger, cut off his pinky, and then heal him.
Okay, fair enough.
Why the pinky?
Vicious.
Yeah, Alora will stabilize them all, though.
Okay.
All the ones that were shot.
Got it.
Help.
Okay.
And she'll say such bloody business.
It's a building.
Then I will take the pinky and put it into a small bag.
Got it.
I don't think there's any help in the guy I kind of mutilated though.
No, actually, that is the least wounded of them all. Actually.
Oh wow.
My guy.
He's half blind now.
He got hit in the chest with a shot, and then he fell forward onto it.
Yeah. Joe's is the one that's dead because he kind of added extra damage when he fell onto it. Yeah. There are a series. He goes, we don't know where the voice is coming from. But we think you want the clearance, right?
Yes. Where are they?
They're coming back here at noon.
Do you know where their shack is?
It's by the river, right by the bridge.
All right, you're coming with us, and you're going to lead us there.
All right.
Quick question.
Yes.
So I know in 5th edition you can recover bolts and arrows and stuff. Is that still a rule in this?
Oh yeah, you can. Yes, you can. You just basically it's normally like a 50-50 in this one.
Okay.
Do you have to roll?
Well,
Just either have it, or if you have an odd number, roll just the odd number.
Well, it's a 1, so
yeah.
I'm gonna say it's broke.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I mean, you only shot 1, so yeah, you would roll. But if it's you shot 10 or 11, then you only roll for the 1, and then you get back 5. Yeah, I would roll it just to do it quick and.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Allura will use her fireball spell on the dead thief to incinerate the body
Fireballs.
after praying after saying a
Fireball.
short prayer over him.
What fireballs?
I didn't know you had third level spells already.
You gave me a
Yeah.
fireball spell.
No, I didn't.
Oh. Yeah, you did when we did our original character creation. I remember that much.
No.
No, not the first.
No,
level.
you have a
Would you
I
Produce.
thought you gave me a first level fireball.
no. Oh, you mean produce? Wait a minute.
Produced flame, probably.
Yeah, it's probably produce
Yeah,
flame.
that's what you gave me.
Yeah. Okay, that it's technically a fireball. It's like a really dinky thing.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna use to basically set the corpse on fire and
Yeah.
and incinerate the body.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. You do have the first level spell for that.
Yeah.
I want to see if
She'll
I
pray. She'll pray over the body, and then she'll set it on fire, and pray over it until it turns to ash.
Right. Okay.
I want to see if I can head over to them, since I feel like I could probably hear.
At this point in time, as they go towards where the thieves are leaving, the living thieves are leaving them. The other thieves aren't moving. Both you and Timid can see them showing back up on the shore with two people at knife point, and it. Yeah, hold on one second. Okay.
I need toilet again, so I'll be back.
Okay, yeah, go right ahead. I gotta take a quick second here to type something. I have to jump on Skype. Because there's an individual from the Philippines that wants.
Oh,
So,
I need to take a short break here anyway.
okay, yeah, we'll just take a
Dave,
quick.
it's kind of getting close. Maybe you want to call it?
I will call it. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll just call it at the moment. And what it is we'll have the big fight, because this is the big fight, anyways. So we'll have the big fight first thing in 2 weeks, and then we can experience the next part of the adventure. Oh,
Lovely.
sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I got to kill somebody. I'm happy.
Jesus Christ! I've rolled so poorly tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude.
So, anyways, everybody that's watching, just so you know, tomorrow night, 6 to 9, which is about what we've ended up here. 6 to 9, I'm running Star Wars, Saga System Star Wars, and I have just about as crazy as a bunch. I got at least a couple duplicates. And I have just about as crazy as a bunch, and we get to determine how the party is going to, a party of 8 individuals is somehow going to overthrow a government and reinstall their former king into power, who happens to be Red X242. No, I'll stick around.
It's
Timmy.
easy. All you need to do is threaten them with total planetary annihilation.
What the hell did I miss?
Yes. So we will.
You missed everything.
Yeah, we're calling it for the night. So
Okay.
anyway, 2 weeks, and in 2 weeks, we will definitely be back, and then you'll actually start to see a little bit more of what the actual campaign is going to be about, which will make things a lot more interesting, and will definitely lead to the party having a lot of fun. I hope. I hope. At least one person in this group has actually gone through this, so it'll be interesting to see how everybody takes it. But all I can say about it is get ready with your pirate lingo in 2 weeks. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. I am going to stop the broadcast, and then we'll go from there. And then I'm going to stick around, but I'm probably going to have to be talking as much to Timid. Not Timid, but Christine. I shouldn't say Timid. That would be bad. So, how's it going?
Hello, Dubs.
Hey, Dubs.
I'm doing great, Tar.
You guys are going to be doing that tomorrow, potentially, too, depending on what you guys choose to do. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks a lot for joining us. And like I said, 2 weeks. See you later.